Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Response Able Solution. My name is Stanley J. Targos III, and I'm your host. Today, I've got a great topic. It's called financial discernment. As a brother in Christ, I hear about wisdom and discernment all the time. What does God want me to do? But as a husband and a father and a business owner and a provider, I often don't think of discernment when it comes to finances. I think if I follow my budget, if I follow my plan, if I listen to what everyone has to say, I'll be able to make good decisions. But let's talk about discernment. Discernment is asking for wisdom in an area where we might not know exactly what to do. We might be conflicted. We might be looking at two different options that might both appear very well designed and thought out. And what's the discernment on what direction we go? So I ask for wisdom and discernment to know what to do and how to do it. Those are the two things that I think I need the most. Now, why am I interested in financial discernment today? Well, here's the reason. I spent a lot of time and energy in the last couple of years really helping families understand how money works in their lives and their economies. Now, I'm not saying that I carry myself the best out of every financial person out there and that every other financial person doesn't have the same integrity and character that I do. That's not accurate at all. And I don't want you to think that. I'm human. I make mistakes. When I make mistakes, I try to own it and I try to show up and say, hey, here's a mistake I made. How do we fix it? I also try to protect and preserve the relationships of the people that I'm working with those that they have history with. Meaning this, if I show up and I'm talking about a completely different philosophy, strategy, plan, product, tool that they're used to using, I don't need to go and disrupt their whole life to make it happen. It's up to the clients to have the financial discernment to know, how does this fit? Do I have to unravel everything I've done in the past? Can I build upon what I've got? Or is now a time to restart all over fresh and complete from scratch? So let's unpack that little by little. When I design a plan and our team designs a plan, the response able solution at the responsible brand with forever debt free, getting everyone out of debt and building a financial stable ground platform that you can build upon. The reason I like to look at it as being built upon is because if you have to start over every 3, 5, 7 years, you're starting at zero and you've wasted time and energy. You've wasted resources that can be stacked. I don't want that for anybody. So the financial discernment means when you work with us and your season changes, do you need to scrap everything or can you build upon? Is there room for both and in your world? Or does it have to be an either or? My caution is this. If you're meeting someone who's requiring an either or and change everything all at once so that you can buy into their plan, I'd really question what the goal is. Is the goal to protect what you've built? Or is the goal to let that person be the new influence and the end all be all in your world? Now, I know that sounds like I'm questioning other people's integrity, and partly I am. Because we have to have discernment to know, who are we getting information from? Can we trust them? Do they have our best intentions at heart? Are they just protecting their ego, their image, and their strategy? And I've fallen into this trap and I have to question myself. And I've given people around me permission to speak truth into my life to make sure that I'm not being driven by ego and pride, that I'm keeping the client in mind, the family in mind, the resources in mind. So when we work together, we're building something for you that you don't have to change and throw out the window in 5 years or 7 years or 10 years when you receive an inheritance. Just because your situation changes financially doesn't mean that what you've been doing doesn't still work. Maybe you need to add on to what you have instead of scrap. And scrap the plan is painful. People really don't understand how to tactfully and Christ-like change relationships. So a lot of times they get angry, they feel like they've been taken, they listen to the person who's selling them on the idea that what they did was wrong and the person who provided it to them is wrong. What I do is I try to preserve the integrity of the person who I'm competing against and say, they've made the best decisions they could with the information they had at the time. And what they put you in is probably right for where you were at. Do we need to scrap it all? Probably not. But we need to change where we're allocating resources moving forward. Let's preserve the relationship. Let's preserve the integrity of what was there, and let's build upon it. And sometimes you do need to make a 180-degree change. But that comes in extreme circumstances, not as a standard practice. That should be the exception, not the norm. So, as I'm speaking to you, I'm really talking to myself, making sure that when I meet people who have a different philosophy coming in, but they're ready for something new, they know in their gut they need to make some changes, but we don't have to throw away all their hard effort, time, energy, and resources that they put in to receive the benefit for where they're at today. And that's the beauty. Let's take what you've done and build upon it. And when you change from our philosophy and our strategy, and some people will, believe it or not, people will, and that's okay. My job is to be content helping you make any transition that you need that's better for your family. My goal is to help people to make educated decisions based on facts, not fear. So we can empower the leader in the family to change the landscape of America one family at a time. That means that not everybody we start out with, we're going to end with. But if we put you in a position to build upon what you've done, when you meet someone who's got a 100% market based or 100% crypto based or 100% real estate based or 100% insurance based strategy, and what we're doing isn't still in alignment 100%, you can build upon what you have here. You work hard for your money. I work hard to make sure you keep your money. So does everyone on our team. So keep that in mind. As your situation changes, as you're staring down the barrel of college and buying cars and putting a roof on the house and your cash flow's getting tight, reach out and let us help you understand how to manage those seasons with grace, security, and stability. The knee-jerk reaction is what gets people in a lot of trouble. We want to avoid that. We want to be the voice of reason. And if you have tough questions, we want to handle them with tact, diplomacy, and respect. So if we can accomplish those goals, we're going to have a successful win-win-win relationship. You win, your strategy wins, and we win. That's what we're looking for. And if we can honor God through all that process, everybody wins. So I hope this helps. I hope this gives you peace of mind as you're getting ready to make a decision on what you do, how you do it. And down the line, when you need to make some changes, know that we are going to help you transition out if it fits your style. We might give you some information that helps you understand what you're giving up if you require a full change, but that's just so you can make an educated decision, not to arm wrestle you. We're on your side. We're on your team. I hope you have a great day. I hope God blesses your journey. Thank you very much.